I will now call the September 5th, 2018, Bliss Region City Council meeting. If you would stand with me, observe a moment of silence, and I will lead you in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated. We welcome you in attendance as well as those that might watch on YouTube later to tonight's City Council meeting. Next, we have the consent agenda. There are items that need to be pulled, otherwise I accept a motion for approval.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Roll call, please.
Councilman Kaler.
Aye.
Councilman Levesey.
Aye.
Councilman Fowler.
Aye.
Councilman Carter.
Aye.
Councilman Edmondson.
Aye.
Councilman Culpepper.
Aye.
Mayor Ross.
Aye.
Carried unanimously.
Next, we have a public hearing on the fiscal 2018-19 annual budget.
Mayor, the city has the following exhibit to enter the record. Public hearing notice is published in the Examiner on August 15, 2018. Budget in brief and bill number 5494. This is all we have to offer for the record.
Mr. Johnson.
I will need that, Your Honor. And I just want to recognize that at our last council meeting, we had some microphone issues, and apparently we're still having them, but we're attempting to, we will fix those going forward. So just want to make sure. Mine's not working. I guess they don't want to hear us, right? All right, Your Honor, and members of the City Council, tonight before you is the 2018-19 fiscal year budget. It is $69,971,102, which is a 2.3% increase over the current year's budget. The budget is balanced and does not deficit spend, and that means that the revenues and the expenditures match each other. This budget continues to support the goals and priorities outlined in the Council 2015 Strategic Plan Framework. Existing programs and services are maintained, and there are no programs proposed to be reduced in this budget. All emergency reserves and contingencies are maintained per council-approved levels. This budget supports staffing of 313.50 full-time equivalent positions, which support a variety of our departments ranging from Parks and Rec, Planning, Codes, Finance, Municipal Court, Police, and many other very important positions. The budget includes the capital improvement budget, which is consistent with the program that was adopted by the City Council on May 7th, 2018, which focuses on sanitary sewer and water system maintenance, parks deferred maintenance, which is supported by the voter-approved half-cent sales tax, pavement management program, and sidewalks equipment replacement. The budget also supports the CDBG plan, which was approved by the City Council, which includes important projects and programs for the first-time home buyers program, minor home repair, facade grant, sidewalks, and downtown live. And Your Honor, I want to thank you and the members of the City Council for providing staff with guidance and direction throughout the year, which culminates with this official submission of the budget to you on August 1st. And I also want to thank all the directors and the management team members whose diligence, innovation, and commitment to providing the best possible services to this outstanding community are reflected in the proposed budget. These are all the comments I have, Your Honor, and I'll be happy to answer any questions.
Are there any questions from the council?
I don't have a question, Your Honor.
Councilman Culpepper.
But I also want to echo Eric's statement about how hard staff works on putting these budgets together. Been there, done that. I know it's not an easy process. I know it's not only not easy, but it's not a short-term project either. And I want to thank them all for all the hard work. I think that it's a big challenge, a big responsibility, and I do appreciate that.
That is a compliment coming from an accountant.
Yes.
Anyone else? Seeing none, we're going to go to the public. Is there anyone in the audience like to speak in support of? Support of. Opposition to? Opposition to? We'll close this public hearing and we'll have the introduction and reading of Bill 4594, of which we'll have a first reading only tonight, with the second comment at the September 24th special meeting.
I'll introduce it, Your Honor.
Okay?
First reading of Bill number 4594, an ordinance approving, adopting, and appropriating the annual operating and capital budgets of the City of Blue Springs, Missouri for the fiscal year October 1, 2018 through September 30, 2019.
Move the bill be approved on its first reading, with the second reading being held at the special council meeting on September the 24th.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Next, we have a public hearing on an annexation of approximately 6 acres south of US 40 Highway and east of Southeast Industrial Drive.
Mayor, the city has the following exhibit to enter into the record. Community development packet, including site location map, site aerial map, affidavit of publication in the Examiner on August 18, 2018, 185-foot notification map, names and addresses of property owners within 185 feet of the site, copy of letter sent to said property owners, and the petition of voluntary annexation to the City of Blue Springs, Missouri with attachments, and Bill number 4595. This is all we have to offer for the record.
Okay, Mike?
Thank you. Good evening, Mayor, members of the City Council. This is a public hearing that is being held at the request of the applicant and property owners, Alan and Barbara Swearingen, for consideration to approve the annexation of 6 acres plus or minus property generally located on the south side of US 40 Highway and roughly 600 feet east of Southeast Industrial Drive into the corporate boundaries of the City of Blue Springs. The owner has submitted the petition for voluntary annexation to the city and is proposing to annex the property in order to allow for Casey Bobcat, which is an existing business in the city that is located a little bit further west on US 40 Highway, to pursue development of the property for outdoor equipment sales and service land uses. This request is for the public hearing and the first reading for the bill for the proposed annexation. The second reading is scheduled for the September 24th, 2018 City Council agenda, as well as a concurrent request in public hearing to zone the property from the current county zoning classification into a city zoning classification to an appropriate zoning district that would allow for that Casey Bobcat use on the property. Let me bring up a quick map here. The property is highlighted here in black and white. It is south of US 40 Highway. As you can see, it does share contiguity with the existing corporate limits of the city on both the west and north sides. The property to the south is currently owned by the same property owner, and he's only wishing to annex a portion of his property. This is the aerial showing the proposed annexation area highlighted in black down here, and this is concept plan for what the proposed Casey Bobcat site would look like. However, it's not been finalized at this time, but we will be bringing forward the rezoning application along with the second reading on the 24th. If there are any questions, I'd be happy to answer them.
Any questions on Mike? Seeing none, thank you. We'll go to the public. Is the applicant here? Would like to speak? Be sworn in.
Raise your hand. You solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give in this case is the truth, so help you God.
I do. Jeremy Powell, Powell CWM, 3200 South State Route 291, Independence, Missouri. Here on behalf of the owner and Casey Bobcat to answer any questions you may have tonight.
Any questions? Councilman
Your
Fowler?
Honor, I guess just to comment that this is a long-standing business in Blue Springs. It's good to see a long-standing business moving and upgrading their property and building back inside the city of Blue Springs. So
Yes, it is.
appreciate that.
Anyone else? Think everybody's in agreement?
All right, thanks.
We go to the public. Anybody in support like to speak in support of? In support of? Opposition to? Opposition to? We'll close this public hearing, and as with the other introduction and bill, we'll have a first reading only.
I'll introduce it, Your Honor.
First reading of Bill Number 4595, an ordinance annexing 6.00 plus or minus acres south of US 40 Highway and 600 feet east of Southeast Industrial Drive to the City of Blue Springs, Missouri.
Move Bill 4595 be approved on its first reading.
First reading only,
First reading
and
only.
the next one coming on the September 24th agenda.
Second.
Do we have a second? Any discussion? All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. This brings us to mayoral announcements. Again, we've said it a number of times, the next meeting will be on the 24th of September. It's going to go straight to Thoughts to Ponder. I don't know if anyone else saw it, but I found this on my LinkedIn. It was showing a tree with a sign on it that said, "Advice from a tree." And underneath it, it said, "Stand tall and proud. Go out on a limb. Remember your roots. Drink plenty of water. Be content with your natural beauty and enjoy the view." That's all I have for that. Thought it was very clever. I don't have any business appearance forms, so I accept the motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. We adjourn.